Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring an Ultra League battles with my favorite team, which is Guzzlord, Tentacruel and the Drifloon. So in past few seasons this team is helping me to climb elos. In the last season I hit leaderboards using the same team. The only changes in this team I did is replacing Skelidurge against the Drifloon. As you can see, there are a lot of Mud Slapper user, so my team was kind of double weak to it, so I replaced it with Drifloon. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So Shadow Dragonite in the lead. So we are going to stay here and just farm them down. I'm not going to throw any energy. I'm going to shield once and just farm them down. They cannot reach second charge move. So this Dragon Claw got shielded. And here they dip into their other Pokemon. I think this is a Leaky. So I will throw a Crunch and hopefully I can get the debuff. So no debuff I think. Or do I get the debuff? Yes, I do got the debuff. So going for the second Crunch, and this was a CMP tie on I think Earthquake. This is going to put them very low. Good thing is that Leaky is very low now. I can just farm them down with our Tentacruel. So I'm going to let this go, and this Earthquake lands. And definitely we are coming back with the Tentacruel and just farming them down. Hopefully they don't reach the Earthquake. And definitely we are not shielding. So let's see what they throw here. They go for the Body Slam. It doesn't do that much. And they immediately dip into Fraligator. Good thing that Fraligator is here, because Drifloon struggles a lot. So I will spam out those Scald, and they are not shielding. I think I got the attack drop, which is good for us. They are going to go for those Hydro Cannon. Definitely they are not running Crunch. Most of the Fraligator run Ice Beam. Both of the charge move are resisted, but the fast move does a lot of damage. And this was a CMP tie. So I will let it go. I can survive it easily. And next one might grab the shield. Let's see what they are going to do here. At any point of time they might dip and snipe me. So let's see what they're going to do, and they are going to shield this move. I get the attack drop, which is good. And here they might try to catch, and yes, they were trying to catch here. So I stored a Scald. I was attentive that they are going to catch, and let's see if they are going to bring back that Fraligator or the Dragonite. They bring back the Fraligator. I can take one Hydro Cannon, but I have to be very careful that this is not an Ice Beam, so I called it correctly. So now I can just farm them down. I will shield another move, whatever it may be. So definitely this could be another Hydro Cannon, but still we are shielding this just to retain the health, and I can farm them down. And also the Dragonite is also very low on health. Just to be safe, I am going to go for Icy Wind to grab the final shield, and this will gives us easy win. Actually they let it go, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won the first match, and let's move towards the next opponent. And it's a Guzzlord versus Steelix, and unfortunately they are not running Thunderfang. Instead they are running Dragon Tail, and I'm going to go for Crunch, and I make a catch. No, actually I was trying to catch here. So this could be a Psychic Fang, and yes it is, but it's going to lower the defense. And the reason why I swap out into Drifloon, because they are not running Thunderfang, so I can survive those Dragon Tail easily. So definitely we are shielding. I thought they might go for the Crunch, but they are going to go for Psychic Fangs continuously. Definitely I'm not going to bait them. I'll full send the Shadow Ball, and this does a lot of damage, and they are not shielding anything. So I think I can survive another Psychic Fang after the debuff, and yes I do. And hopefully I can just farm them down, and actually we do simultaneous KO. So now I have to pick my Pokemon very carefully, and up to the timer gets 0, and I dip into Tentacruel. No, actually I dip into Guzzlord, and this is a good matchup, but they make a very savage catch. It's a very good catch of Crunch on, I think it's a Virizion. Yes it is. Definitely we have a alignment, but still Virizion puts a lot of pressure with the charge move, and the double kick generates energy quickly. So they're going to go for Leaf Blade or maybe a Stone Edge. Actually they are running Stone Edge, and we are going to overfarm a lot just to generate back-to-back Scalds. And they are going to throw another one, but another one might KO me, so I'll try to knock them out with a Scald, and I'm going to generate back-to-back. This is definitely enough to knock out the Virizion, and the Drifloon will return after this. Let's see. And yes, so I will go for the Scald. This will get them bit low, or it will grab the shield. Let's see what happens here. and opponent is not shielding for some reason. I do get the attack drop. So my win con is to do fast move pressure as much as I can with the Guzzlord. So that's why I'm shielding this, and I'm going to continuously throw those dragon tail. I'm not going to throw any charge move. I may survive this icy vein and I can just knock them out with a dragon tail, and with 1 HP in a dream, Guzzlord secures the win. So good game, we won this match, and let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. And it's a Guzzlord versus Licky Licky. So it's a good matchup for me, as back to Pokemon will struggle against the Licky Licky. So I want to ensure that Licky Licky is knockout. So I'm going to go for the crunch, and this was a CMP tie on Earthquake, I believe. So this is going to hurt a lot to Guzzlord. And I get the defense drop, which is very good for us. Now I have to be very careful, they might dip. So they're going to go for Earthquake, and now they come into Annihilate. So I have a hard answer, which is Drifloon. So here I have to make my decision very carefully. I'm not going to shield the first Rage Fist. Instead I will shield the second one, and also I will throw my energy just to ensure that they are back to the normal stage, because they have boosted their attack. And I want to ensure that Drifloon is very low so that Licky Licky doesn't farm a lot of energy with the Drifloon. So I will let this go, not going to shield this. This is going to put me very low. I'm fine with it. And I can just astonish them down. Hopefully I can reach one icy wind just to debuff them, which will be very good. And yes, we do get it. So this icy wind is going to do chip damage, and also it will help me to debuff them. And they didn't farm up a lot of energy on my Drifloon. So definitely we are going to come back with a Guzzlord and just farm them down. I think I should be shielding this because Guzzlord might have play at the back. So let's see. And yes, it was an Earthquake, and they are going to throw up a lot of energy, and then I will go for the Dragon Claw. This Dragon Claw is going to be enough. So let's see if they are going to give up the shields, and they are not going to do that. Here comes the Shadow Typhlosion, and they are not running Incinerate. So this looks scary because once Typhlosion has 100 energy, he can knock out the Tentacruel with those Thunder Punches, especially the Shadow one. So my win con is to do fast move pressure with my Guzzlord. So I'm going to go for the shield so that I can make them very low. I'll go for the Dragon Claw, and this is going to grab the final shield, which will be very good for us and helpful to the Tentacruel to close out the game. And definitely we are going to keep farming them down, and they are forced to throw here, which is good for us. Now they have one Thunder Punch less energy, so now I can easily come back with a Tentacruel, and all I have to do is just farm them down. I can take this Thunder Punch, and I don't think they are going to reach another Thunder Punch and knock me out. So I will just tap my screen, and I can reach Scald. No, actually I was able to farm them down, which is very good for us. Good game. So let's move towards the next opponent. Again, Shadow Dragonite lead. Same thing we are going to do. We are going to just farm them down after shielding the one Dragon Claw. So we are going to shield this Dragon Claw, and we have sneaked a Dragon Tail. We go for the Dragon Claw, and this time trainer doesn't dip, and I have 100 energy now. So here comes the Drapion. So we are going to go for this Dragon Claws to do some valuable chip damage. I can reach another one. They might shield here. Let's see. And if I get the shield, then we are in a good position. Later I can align my Tentacruel, and they are going to shield here because it is going to put them very low. And they are going to throw here. This could be a crunch. I may not survive, and I survive actually with 1 HP, but one poison sting knocks me out. Now here comes the Tentacruel. So one Scald should be enough, but I have to be very careful for the catch as well. So they're going to throw the crunch. This is going to drop the defense maybe, and I think it didn't. And here, even after anticipating the catch, I still threw my Scald immediately, not over farming, and they caught it on Golisopod. Very bad, and I'm forced to come with our Drifloon. I didn't get the attack drop, which is very annoying. So they're going to throw energy. This could be a liquidation or maybe an aerial ace. Let's see what they throw here. So they are going to go for liquidation, and luckily they got the defense drop, which is very bad. So here another mistake, I went for the Icy Wind. I didn't farmed up to Shadow Ball. Anyways, he was not shielding. So I think I should shield this move and farm them down and throw the Icy Wind just to get the debuff. And they throw the liquidation, and I was able to farm them down. I will click on Icy Wind immediately, and this is going to debuff them. And I think my switch timer is up. So immediately I'm going to dip into Tentacruel, and here comes the Tentacruel. If they get the crunch debuff, then they can win this game. So it all depends on whether they are going to get the crunch debuff. So let's see what happens here. So I went for the Scald, losing the CMP, and they do get the crunch debuff, which is very bad. Now this next crunch is definitely going to be enough to knock out. Now it all depends on Drifloon. I can knock them out with the Astonish, and yes, I do. This is how strong this team is. That's why I use it in every season. So let's move towards the next opponent. A core breaker in the lead. So it's a Alolan Sand Slash with a Shadow Claw. So I'm going to stay here. So my goal is to put them very low on the health, because the fast move are not doing that much, but the charge move will be super effective. And look at the damage. More than half of the damage is done. And if I can get the crunch debuff, it will help me out. So let's see. And they are not going to shield, which is good for us, and I don't get the debuff. Still, I'm going to shield back because I want to put them very low, otherwise my back to Pokemon will struggle a lot. So they go for another Ice Punch. I can reach another crunch. This will knock out if they don't shield. I thought of baiting, but still I didn't risk it, and I threw the crunch, and this time also no debuff. I'm fine. This much health, I can farm them down either with the Tentacruel or the Drifloon. Let's see what happens. So I will come back with the Tentacruel, and these poison jabs are not doing that much, but I will shield a move because the drill run is going to hurt a lot. And let's see what we can do. And I will have 100 energy after this, and almost Blizzard is ready. So let's see what he's going to come with. He comes with Garatina. So we are going to full send the Blizzard. Either it will knock out, or it will get them very low, or it will grab the shield. Grabs the shield. So now dip into Drifloon. So I think he's going to stay. Maybe he's weak to Drifloon at the back, and they're going to throw a move. This could be a Shadow Sneak, which is super effective ghost typing move. I can reach Shadow Ball, so I will throw it immediately. This is definitely going to be enough to knock out the Garatina, and let's see what the final Pokemon is. I think I can handle it, and it's a Tentacruel. So if we can get the Shadow Ball, which we can do, and this Shadow Ball is going to put them in a range where one Scald should be enough. And also my Tentacruel is very healthy, so this looks winnable for us even though we had a core breaker lead. So they are going to throw here, so this card is going to enough to knock out the Drifloon. And now it's time for Tentacruel to close out the game. It's very healthy Tentacruel, so opponent should be top lefting here. So good game, we won this match, and let's move towards the final match of this video. Let's see what the final opponent has for us, and it's a Guzzlord versus very bad lead Cobalion. I'm going to save switch into Tentacruel, and they opt to stay here, so which tells me that Tentacruel can have a play at the back. So they are going to go for Stone Age. They are not going to go for the Sacred Sword, but still I'm not going to shield, and if I get the debuff, I can let the second one also go through. So I am carefully throwing my move so that they don't catch here. So going for the Scald is going to do a decent amount of damage, also get the attack drop, which is good. And here I was very careful for the catch, so I went for second Scald. This might grab the shield, or it is going to put them very low and they give up the shield. So this is good for us, and our switch timer is also getting up, which is good. So let's see what they're going to go, and they go for the Stone Age. This puts me very low, and here comes the Shadow Fraligator. So I stored a Scald, and then I'm going to dip into Guzzlord. Even though they throw Ice Beam, I don't want to look healthy because Cobalion can come back at any point of time. So definitely I'm not shielding this move. I can go for the crunch and put them very low, or grab the final shield. I'm fine with both, and let's see what happens. And they are going to let it go. So one more Dragon Tail, and this is going to knock out the Fraligator. I think this Cobalion is very healthy, so I'll go for the Dragon Claw because crunch is resisted. Even though Dragon Claw is resisted, but still lesser energy, and still it puts them very low. And I think I have a Scald loaded, so definitely I'm going to snipe them, and let's see what happens. This might grab the final shield if they want to dump the energy. So this Scald grabs the final shield, which is good for us, and I again got the attack drop, which is good for us. I think they will go for the Sacred Sword to save the energy, and I can come with Drifloon. I don't want to give him extra farm up, so this could be a Stone Age. So definitely we are shielding this move, not going to risk it. And this is a Stone Age, And here comes the Talonflame. This looks a bit tricky. If they bait me and reach Brave Bird, they can win this match. And this was a CMP tie. This could be a fly. So definitely we are shielding this move. And I'll go for the Shadow Ball. This is going to put them very low. And I don't think they can reach Brave Bird, but they can reach Fly. But still it is not going to help them to win this match. I'm going to just continue to farm up, and one more Astonish sneaks through. If I survive this fly, then I can survive the game. And yes, we do survive, and I go for the Icy Wind. This Icy Wind is definitely going to be enough to knock out the Cobalion. And despite being tough lead, we were able to overcome this situation, and we are going to secure the win. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also share with your Pogo friends. Till the time, take care trainers. Have a good day. Bye.